Must double check the YouTubes to make sure it worked.
I know, right?
I'm always paranoid.
I got an ad, so I think we're live.
Did it start?
Did it do
We're
the
live.
thing?
It did the thing.
Yay!
Woo. Hi, Megan.
Oh, I see. Oh, there it is. I was like, wait, there's someone in the chat yet? There it is.
Were you on private chat?
Hi, Megan.
Yes. I was very confused for a moment. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so hi everybody as they come in. This is going to be reading sprint time for Love in the Night. You're welcome to read whatever. We're all going to be reading paranormal things. But yes, I'll let everybody introduce themselves, even though they've all been on my channel before. And then we'll talk about what each of us are going to read. So, Izzy.
We go clockwise? Okay. Hi, I'm Izzy from Happy for Now. Wait, do I say what I'm reading now or later?
You can say what you're reading now.
Okay.
I'll just say what I'm reading last.
Okay. I'm going to be reading Flesh and Stone by Emily Hemingway. I follow her and she follows me back on Twitter and TikTok. So I have to disclose I do kind of talk to her some, but not like close friends. Her monster romance novella came out the 30th, on the 30th. Hers is a gargoyle.
Ooh.
And it's
Very interesting.
about a guy who like gets cursed by a witch, it sounds like. And then this girl's like in her first week living in New York City and like has a really weird experience and meets this gargoyle man.
Nice.
Sounds fun.
I literally read like 2 pages last night and then fell asleep. So I will let you know if it's good or not.
Okay, please do.
Before you dive in, because it is not in KU. It was $2.99. It wasn't that expensive.
Right.
And I wanted to support those that got screwed over with that monster anthology situation. So I was like, I'll buy this. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be reading Gargoyle Romance.
Nice.
All right, Miss Steph, you're next.
Hi, I'm Steph from Novelty Corner, and I am going to be starting The Blood King by Abigail Owen. I read the first book last week or the week before. Can't remember.
See, I have the first book in that series. I need to start it because I've heard
I really enjoyed. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Too.
It was actually very entertaining.
Good.
So dragon shifters and phoenixes and all sorts.
I do like dragon shifters.
Well, it's the first one that I've read that I really, really liked. So,
and see, like, I like the Ruby Dixon Dragon Shifter series.
Oh, I haven't read those yet, though.
Like, they're fun. They're very Ruby Dixon. If you like Ruby
they're weird
Dixon,
too, though. Like they're fun and weird. I don't know.
Because there's like an amnesia thing where the dragons don't have a lot of their memories.
Yeah.
So it can get repetitive, kind of like the IPB gets repetitive the further you go.
Yeah.
So,
these ones, they almost read a little bit more urban fantasy-like, which
and see, I'm
quite
okay with that.
That's kind of nice, though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Miss Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura from the channel Laura's Library Card, and tonight I will be reading the Juliet Cross Hex and Drift, which is the sequel to Wolf Gone Wild. And I'm like 30% of the way in or so, 35, a little bit further, and I'm really enjoying it. So it's giving me all the right feels, and this one has vampire, even though I hadn't realized that at first, but I'm liking it. So yay.
I
love that one.
So the book that I'm going to read after the one I'm reading tonight is Wolf Gone Wild, because I am the only one out of the group that has not read this yet.
I never finished it, so you're not alone.
You didn't?
Audio.
Really?
I got it on audio. We all know I have issues with finishing like anything over like 200 pages on my Kindle. If it doesn't have audio, I don't read it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
You will like Aiden. Is it Aiden Snow? The audio narrator or something. Anyway, he's really good.
I grabbed the audio. I liked what I read of it. It was really cute. I just forgot to go back. Like again, it's what I do. It's fine. It's what I do.
Yeah.
Got it.
Look,
so
I won't.
I'm reading tonight is Burning Wild by Christine Feehan. I don't know what number, but this is from her Leopard Shifter series. I had bad luck with the one that I started the readathon with, but this one's going much, much better. So we're very happy about this. This one has a very broken, tortured hero who doesn't know what unconditional love or familial love is because of the way he was raised. And this woman has come into his life, kind of looks after his son, and she has a kid, and they're really close. And so it's gonna be it's almost headed into like friends to lovers territory, which I'm actually kind of okay with because I'm like 120-ish pages in, and they've known each other for 2 years at this point. So that's kind of nice. You don't normally see that in a paranormal
Nice.
romance where they've known each other for a long time. So it feels nice and different, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, I can get along with this.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like friends to lovers is not a very common trope in paranormal romance.
Not at all.
It's like I feel like I would like it in paranormal more because, like, generally speaking, they live like longer
Mhm.
lives and stuff. And I feel like it can work
Yeah.
better.
Mhm.
I don't like friends to lovers half the time though. So
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, friends to lovers isn't my favorite trope.
yeah,
Sometimes
when
it's
it's done
done
well.
really well, and when
Yeah.
it's done well, I love it.
yeah,
But
and that's the
Mhm.
thing.
it's hard to do well, I think, because usually if there's mutual pining, I do a little bit better than if one is pining for the other.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
and this one's kind of it's weird because it's kind of mutual, but she's having a tough time because she met him around the time that her husband was killed in a car accident, the same car
Mhm.
accident that killed his
Mhm.
baby mama, and that's how they met. And so like she was still like grieving but also like having these feelings for him, and so she's like torn. And so like it is mutual but
Yeah.
it's not, so it's messy, but Christine Feehan does love messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like her thing.
Yeah.
Spinner wheel. Put all your options on the spinner wheel
Seriously,
and spin it.
spinner
That is
wheel.
my
I have a
solution
spinner
for
wheel
life.
on my phone for when I'm feeling stuck, but I know what I'm going to after I finish this one or when I need bigger type. That too.
Yeah.
Just keep going with the same series. That's fine.
No. You must do the spinner wheel. I know her brain. She's got ADHD too. It's fine.
Spinner wheels are great.
They take the work out of the
Then again, I
decision
ended
making.
up reading a 3-star book because of my spinner wheel. So
I started with a
It's
3.5 because of my spinner
Mm.
wheel. It's fine.
all right. So should we do a 20 or 30-minute sprint for this first one?
Let's do 30, I think.
Yep.
That way we can
Yeah.
also get a chunk into our books.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
If I can type. Megan says, I need audio. I wasted my whole day reading Run Fuzzy Run and did nothing but sit in a chair.
That's a good way to spend your day, though. On
It
a
is. I was going to say
Saturday.
that's not wasting your time.
That's not wasted time.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. I should have gotten like one of those countdown things up on my computer, but I understand tech, but I don't understand tech, so I'm just not going to worry about it.
We'll send
We're
directions
going
in
old
private
school.
chat.
No judgment.
All right. How did everybody do?
32%. I was at like 2%, so pretty good. The gargoyle has ungargoyled.
Okay.
He's off the building.
Okay.
And he 100% came to life and said mine, and then grabbed her and flew. So that's great.
Off to a promising start.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what else you want from a gargoyle romance. Personally, I'm just like living my childhood of watching the gargoyle show right now.
Right?
And that's all I'm seeing is like Chernabog, I think was his name. Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Good.
How
Yeah.
about you, Steph?
I read 60 pages of this book, so it's interesting. They're all kind of enemies to lovers. Sort of, there's a very big animosity between the dragons and the phoenixes and all that sort of stuff. So I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not keep track of my start percentage, but probably about 10%. I enjoyed. Yeah.
Okay.
There was sexy times. It was good stuff. I was like, okay.
Wait for sexy times. I'm
heat
still
it
waiting
up
for
real
the
quick.
sexy times in my book, and I'm this deep in.
Yeah.
Almost halfway. I'm a little disappointed. Fian's usually on it much sooner than this, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's good.
Can't wait. I need like speedy good times.
Yeah, but
Getting
like
down to
what
business.
happened in the section I read like 40 or 50 pages. I can't quite remember. But like emotional breakthroughs were happening for our hero that were really important. So like it was a
Mhm.
good chunk, and like it
Yeah.
forced them to talk.
Mm.
And
Yep.
and so progress is happening. And her coming into her moment where she shifts into a leopard as well happens, and that's when a lot of sexy time happens. So
Mhm.
it's coming. Like by the next sprint, sexy time should be happening. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have boning in the next like 20% of this novella. This is like
yeah,
an
yeah,
81-page book.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will be there soon, which is exciting.
Let's see. 15%. Good to be finished.
Yeah.
I loved Mating the Huntress. I thought it was so fun.
It's such a fun
It
book.
was fun.
So yes, this is what Izzy is reading. She's going to give us her thoughts when she finishes.
I mean, it's like it's $2.99. Like, I'm not saying it's not worth it. Like,
Right.
again, it's just, you know, it's not on KU. So I want to be like, yes, no.
Yes, Kiss of a Demon King.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, you have to tell us what paranormal audios you have, love.
Yeah, like you got to give us options. I can't just like pull one out of my hat. It doesn't work.
Hmm.
It depends on the book, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
like.
sometimes I need it to happen within the first 5 chapters. Other times I'm okay. Like currently, I'm okay that it hasn't
I
happened.
enjoy
that
when I don't go in expecting it. I just like it before 50%. That's my big thing. It has to be a really engaging story for me to be like, okay, that it took until like 75% and we didn't like get enough banging. Because I definitely I like a certain amount, I guess, and like payoff to the build up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Love Hypothesis didn't have banging until later, but I really, really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it
It
has
just-
like
I
good
say, it depends on the book. If it's a novella,
quality.
like you need to have
Yeah.
baby within the first 5 chapters, depending on how long the chapters are.
Listen, I love a book that
Yeah.
opens with it. One night stands,
Yeah.
and then we go from there. It's great. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I like when there's steam at the start if that's setting things up, but I don't want it to set up, oh my gosh, what have we done? In confident,
Yeah.
stressing
Yeah.
out about it for the whole time. Like I don't want it to
Right.
introduce angst necessarily, but if it introduces like one of the baby tropes or like something else, I think it could really like hook you.
Mm-hmm.
See, like surprise baby, like if you know, like by the first chapter that a surprise baby is happening, I'm okay. It's when the surprise baby comes like as your third act breakup that I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
No, I don't like that.
But I also don't like when a heroine hides the fact that she had a baby from the guy. I don't like that trope either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dead Witch Walking's it's good, but you've got to be in the right mood for that because it's definitely older.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With older titles, like, I have to be in a certain mood to know that I can handle the dated tropes and whatnot.
Mm.
So,
Exactly.
ooh, she reads it. I might
Yeah,
have to check
it's
it out
really
through
good.
the audiobook.
It was a really good audio. I
to
really
know.
enjoyed it.
Eh.
Megan, I feel like
Megan, do you have
usually-
that? Do you have that whatever it is, the extension on your browser that will show you on your Goodreads or your Amazon or whatever if something is available through your library card? If you have that, then I would recommend going through your TBR, like on Goodreads or Storygraph or wherever, to say, oh, this paranormal, and just see what audiobooks might be instantly available that you could just go ahead and download right then.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or like do a random number generator from like your paranormal list and see what's available, and then just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie wants to know who's going.
I'll be there. I'm probably the only one because I know tickets sold out
Yeah, tickets sold out. I didn't get one.
wildly fast. But I will be there, and I'm very excited.
I
wish
will
I
be
was
living
going,
vicariously
but,
through Izzy.
That's fine. You can live vicarious. I will put you on. I'll get a little stand. Like I'll get a flat staff, and I'll carry her around. And then I'll find a way to mount my phone, and you can like FaceTime in, and I'll like tote you about.
Oh, bless you.
Victoria's going. You
A
won't be
cardboard cutout.
alone.
Yeah, it's gonna be real awkward.
I read Sorcery of Thorns and I liked it, but
Yeah.
it's definitely more fantasy than romance.
Yeah.
So as
it's
long as
cute,
you know
though.
that, you should be good.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yes, Izzy will have to vlog her experience at a Polycon for us.
I vlogged last time. I will vlog again. Don't worry.
Yay!
Well, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna
All
be a
right.
weird time.
Shall we sprint for another 30?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Sure.
Works for me.
7 minutes. Wow.
Do you want me to put up a timer, Shay?
Sure.
You don't have to. I'm just asking if you want me to do it. I'll do it.
I'm just an idiot and I don't know how to. So yes, please do.
I
will
told you
add
in the
it.
private chat how.
You did?
Yes, I did.
It's okay. I didn't even see it before. Too many chat options.
No, stop. That's not what I.
That's not the right time.
No, it's not. Got ahead of me. All right, there we go. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready. Let's go.
That's good.
Okay.
Right.
Izzy and I were on it, so you guys didn't get totally blasted with the alarm.
I know. I
noise.
like looked up and I was like, oh, yep, gotta stop that.
And I was like, I gotta mute on my end to make sure it doesn't go too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, how was this sprint for everybody?
It's good.
Good.
Izzy, you seriously have to tell me about this. Like,
Good.
seriously?
Let everybody else talk and then I'll talk about it.
Okay.
I feel like there's gonna be questions, so like I feel like I should just let y'all
Yeah.
like get
Okay,
through your
Steph,
books
you
and
start
then-
and we'll loop around that.
Okay, yeah, well, we finally got to our first steamy scene like 30% into the book. So they've had to, the two characters had to mate because the evil king is coming to kill everyone. Dragon King's coming to kill everyone.
Valid, absolutely valid. That is a danger bang.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
A
Those are-
They
danger
still don't,
bang.
they still don't really, it's a great term. They still don't like each other really, but you know, they're happy
Ooh,
for the
hate
danger
danger
bang.
banging? Yes.
Ooh, a good hate banging is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
All right, Laura.
I read about 10% of my book. It's good. There was just this very interesting tarot card reading where they're trying to figure out if their mission is going to be successful. But the main guy, of course, is like interested in Isadora. So I'm like, oh my God. But it's interesting because I'm starting to kind of get into tarot myself. So I was kind of like intrigued, but I don't know most of the cards yet. So it's good.
Very nice. I ended up reading about 40 pages in my fee handbook. Like, they're finally going to have the conversation that will lead to them banging. Like, that's exactly where I ended.
Mhm.
But, like, she keeps believing that he's not actually into her. And so she actually goes on a date with another guy. And of course, he goes postal over all of it. So,
Ah,
the conversation is going to happen now. So,
it has to.
you know,
Otherwise
and
it's too much.
she's just been oblivious. Like, he had like proposed to her, but it was like really calloused and unfeeling because he doesn't know how to feel. So she
Mhm.
didn't think he was serious about it. And so the clarifying conversation is about to happen. So yeah.
Yes.
So I'm reading Burning Wild by Christine Pehan.
Laura, what book are you reading?
Oh, I'm reading
Harry?
Don't Hex and Drive by Juliet Cross.
The Blood King by Abigail Owen.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Uh,
Izzy.
All
floor
right,
is
so
yours.
I am
Hit
reading
us.
Flesh and Stone. As predicted, Sexy Times was coming, and he was like sleeping on her floor in her bedroom and like having nightmares. So she got him in bed with her, and then they like woke up in the morning, and he wanted to go down on her, and he did. And she was like, he has a really long tongue, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And it was, and she used his wings as props for her feet, and I was like, huh. That's smart, actually. This makes sense. And then he inserted his tongue, and she goes, "It was like having a penis inside of me." And I was like, "What?
Wait, what?
What? How big is this tongue?" I don't know if I have a full scale in my head for how big this gargoyle man is.
Or maybe she's just only had very small partners previously.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like,
Because
has she
she's
had
not
tiny
a-
partners? 'Cause
She's not a small main character either. Like,
yes,
she's a fat
Peas
girl.
loves to join every live stream. It's a fact.
Absolutely. It's at a live stream if I don't have a guest. And yeah, it's good. It was good. I was just like startled. I was like, whoa, okay, how big is this junk gonna be? Because now I'm thinking, like, I thought he was a big, right? But like they fit in her queen bed. He can't be that big.
Right.
But maybe he is. I don't know. But he also like thumped onto the ground hard enough that he shook the bedroom. So like, wouldn't he break a queen bed frame? Like, we're talking Manhattan apartments. These are not like big bed frames.
Right.
If you can fit a queen bed in your Manhattan apartment, like, it's not a very big room.
Right.
So I'm not sure. Like, I was thinking
There isn't enough
6'8".
consistency.
Well, it's just not gonna. It's an 81-page novella. We're not going to get the description I really need here,
Right,
which
right,
is like
right.
exact height and size.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, obviously, like their faces are bigger, but like
Yeah.
also we always see gargoyles from like far away.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like, do
Yeah.
we really have a sense of scale here? Probably not.
And aren't
I mean,
gargoyles supposed to be scary? So like, aren't they like frequently posed with like mouth open,
Yeah.
tongue
Oh yeah.
out? Like, wow.
He was frozen on a church in like 1848, I think it was
Uh-huh.
the year. In like a pained like grimace kind of situation. She touched him, he comes to life. I'm almost done. Like I will finish it in our next sprint.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know how big he actually would be. It's very interesting. I don't know. I've never stood next to a gargoyle thing like that, like a church one like that, right? Like we've all seen like little tiny ones. Or had a black cat that just sits on the end of something and stares at you, frozen, and you're like, ghosts? Ghosts?
But I love this comparison here, Tori. Like, it's got to be at least as long as she's.
I mean, it does, right? Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking like the Kiss guys, like
that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
but like thicker. Because
Which
like
is
she
weird.
said, like he wasn't sure if they could kiss because his face is so much bigger, and I was like, okay, I can see this. Like we all have different size faces. This is a thing. Different size mouths. I get this. He does have sharp teeth, by the way. Yes. But I did not expect that comparison.
Right.
It literally like I just like stopped. I was like, what on earth? Didn't know I needed. I mean, look, I read the book where the tongue like inflated and locked into the girl in the Omegaverse book.
Omegaverse is its own brand of weird and crazy.
Well, like no one I know has read a knotted tongue thing like I did, and I was like, really? Because I'm like, this is interesting.
I
was like, this is. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was fine. I was just like, this is weird.
See,
I mean, same. I just a peen. Like how big a
like that?
I just need a frame of reference here for how big we're talking. Like,
I mean.
Because she literally goes, his tongue felt like that, and I can't imagine how big his junk is. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's like in my head, it makes his tongue look like a dildo.
Yes, same. That's why I paused. I was like,
not
huh?
working.
What?
Yeah.
But then, like, it went on.
The
and it was
conversations
good, so.
we have on these live streams, y'all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I picked on this.
Oh, this is going to be the Halloween crazy book this year. Is this gargoyle romance?
Oh, I don't
know.
To a peen.
We'll see when it comes out closer to Halloween on my channel and what I read this year. So I don't think
I'm beginning to.
Are you doing another crazy one?
Maybe. I'm not telling you right now. It's October 2nd. You'll find out.
I guess that's true. Oh, one of the ebooks I picked up recently was another Zoe Indiana book. She did Totally Spooked. So this one is called Totally Boxed. It's like a bunch of like speed dating meet cutes that are all paranormal. Yeah. So I might pull that out during the readathon if I have enough time. But...
Oh, I didn't know she came out with a box set of them.
Yeah, it's called Totally Boxed.
Because I got
two. I think I had the Halloween and the Thanksgiving one.
Same. Yeah, I might have to just have to buy the box set instead of buying them all.
I think I either got it for free or like $1 or something. I got it for basically nothing.
Yeah, Totally Spooked was really cute. I read that last
Yeah, I really liked that. I read it last year as well.
But I you know, who knows? I gotta look at my list too. I've got a pile of some strange ones ready to go.
Nice.
My conversation would have been different if I read the book that I read yesterday today.
Oh.
I finished The Lady of Brooksgrave Manor.
Oh.
That's on my TBR.
That's on my list for this month for sure. I don't think it's going to happen in this readathon.
I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought you'd read it, Izzy.
No. I feel like it's right up my alley, so I keep putting it off because I know I'm going to be like, yes,
I actually
everything I want.
Going back to our conversation about steamy scenes in the first 15%. Try the first half of the chapter. The first chapter.
Perfect. That's all I need in my life.
And every chapter after that.
There you
Listen,
go.
when I read a reverse harem, though, that's what I want. Like, I
Exactly.
want, like, if you're gonna give me a girl with like 4 guys, 5 guys, I want a lot of it in there because there has to
Yeah.
be. Like,
Yeah.
that is like there's some girl on TikTok who did like a whole impersonation thing of like like living with a reverse harem. And she was like making breakfast. She's like, I'm not making all of you
Yes.
breakfast. We don't have
I
enough
saw
food
that.
for that. And I was like dying laughing. I was like, accurate. And she's like, don't touch me. I was like, this is exactly like what the next morning would be.
Well, see, the good thing about this reverse harem is that one of her men is a French pastry chef vampire. So there's plenty of food.
Bless. That's my God.
I'm like, you can serve me breakfast in bed. I'll give you a treat as well. It's
That's all I needed.
perfect.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yes, Megan,
I would
I
would demand croissants all the time. I'd be like chocolate turnovers, blintzes, everything.
Pain au chocolat every morning, please.
That's
Just
right.
to piss them off every day. I'd just be like, croissants all the time. I do it to my best friend who's a French major. She gets so mad at me. I'm like, you're welcome.
What do you say, croissant?
Oh yeah, just to fuck with her.
Croissant?
Specifically, I'm like, croissants. And she's like, she'll like yell at me. I'm like, it's croissants. And she's like, no, it's not.
No, they're not all vampires. I can tell you what they are, but I don't know if that would count as spoilers for people. But
they're not. I know they're not all vampires. I know there's tentacles. Pretty sure there's tentacles in it. Maybe I'm thinking another one.
Not directly for this. Like there is, but sort of tangentially.
Okay, I just know I've heard tentacles, but I also know she has another book with tentacles, I think. Or I might be thinking of Lillian Lark. I don't know. There's a lot.
Look, I got to the end of it and went, why do I have to wait until March next year for the second book?
I think that's also why I keep putting it off. I'm like, am I going to want to wait?
All right. So shall we do one more sprint and then we'll call it, since our East Coasters, it's getting late.
Yeah, that works. I'll finish this and I can give a full rating review after.
So that we all know whether we're going to be reading it or not.
So we can all know if we want to read it or not. Yeah. All right. I will start this.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. What were you laughing about, Laura?
I was laughing at Fantastically Taboo Books, Carrie's comment. Like, I want people to look at my Kindle and say she was into some weird stuff. It just hit me
What?
just right.
I want someone to die when I die to look at my Kindle and say she's into some weird stuff.
Listen,
Yeah, people say that about me as well.
I'm here for this. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Listen, if you don't have someone you have a pact with to clean out your drawer and to grab your Kindle, fix that immediately.
It's the truth. We all will.
Yep.
We're book
Yeah.
people. We'll never stop. The level of weird will probably change, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope
all
I
right.
never
So
stop
how did
reading
everybody do?
weirdos.
Did you end up finishing, Izzy?
Yes, I finished literally with 2 minutes to spare, which is why I missed the timer because I was just goofing off on the internet, reading the chat, not paying any attention to how much time we had left. I did finish. I gave it 4 stars. It's
Nice.
It's an 81-page novella situation. Like don't expect groundbreaking. It is what it is. And I like when something is what it is like this, Like
Yeah.
I don't need extravagant plot, but we ended with a interesting setup for potential future books that I really liked. But it wasn't in a way where if she never writes a book in this series again that I'm going to be sad about it. But if she does, I'm going to be real excited about it.
So you don't know if there are more.
This just came out on the 30th, so
Okay.
it's too new to know
Mhm.
what she's gonna do. I feel like, yeah, it was actually really, really fun. Some interesting reveals. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I would take a Kindle cremated with me. Put me on the body farm holding my Kindle, please and thank you. Just zip tied to my hands.
Nice.
She died.
You need the reason for the afterlife.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. Yeah, it was really good. And yeah, they did refer to his tongue as a foot long. I don't know.
That's packing some serious heat right there.
Yeah, I was like, that's a lot.
Seriously.
That's a lot, but okay.
Hopefully he's a grower, not a shower, or no pants would fit.
I know. I was like, I don't know, but yeah, it was really fun. I definitely think if you're interested in it, it's worth $2.99.
Yeah, sounds it. All right,
And the
Steph.
is the main female character completely human?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. She just
Nice.
touches him and he comes back to life. I can't tell you why she is the impetus for him becoming physically able to move again. That reveals at the end of the book. So I don't want to ruin it, but it's pretty fun. I think so because his junk still fit, and I don't know. I don't know the limits of that part of our body in that way. I mean, there's that orc book where he just continuously goes so he can get down to business with the ladies. So this is pre-cum lubricant. It's weird. I've not read the book. I listened to a podcast about it and I said, I don't think I'm going to read this.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I think I'm good listening to people talk about it.
Yeah, I listened to Bonkers Romance talk about it and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good.
Yeah. I am nearly 50% of the way through this book. So
Nice.
it's very interesting. Just it's very political intrigue. I don't think I said at the start, each book follows one of 4 sisters and they're all phoenixes. And apparently in this world, dragons must mate a phoenix in order to become High King or whatever.
There you
Interesting.
go.
But it's funny. I like the banter.
And sometimes that's almost better in a paranormal because they can feel overly serious if you don't have something to break up the tension.
Yeah.
It does feel very contemporary in it. So it's not like a fantasy style of conversation either. It's they will swear at one another in regular swear words.
Yeah.
Good, thanks. That's fine.
We appreciate you instead of making up swears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind
All
of
right,
appreciate other sources of tension in paranormal romance that are keeping the characters apart. I mean, I always like the like, you're my mate, I don't want to be your mate. Like that's awesome too.
Yeah.
But like I kind of like it also when there's something else that's pulling them apart.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in mine. I'm excited to tell you about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. In this
I
one,
mean,
it's more sort of family history that's keeping them.
Yeah, and the political intrigue would help,
Yeah.
throw an extra tension in there, and that sounds good to me. I read another 10% in Don't Hex and Drive. It's getting good. They're all like, should we try to like explore what is between us? I'm like, we all know you're gonna explore what's between you, okay? Can we just get to the exploration, please? Let's go. So yeah, it's good. I feel like the other tension in this book is this like mysterious disappearances stuff. I feel like that's kind of been on the back burner for a hot minute, which is fine. But also I'm like, let's get back to that. So it's good. It's good. I think I'm at like 80% already. So
Nice.
There you go. Getting down to the end of it.
that's right.
Well, I got another like 30-ish pages in. So they decided to bang and then talk, and they're still having their conversation. So, but the banging was the thorough and steamy and many positions and long.
Nice.
So I am currently satisfied.
Good.
But yeah, the other thing that's keeping them apart, like they're both mates. They were the illusion right now is that they were mates in a past life, so they've been having flashes of that past life ever since they met. That's why they had such an instant connection. And she's still just coming into her leopard in the first place, and like he doesn't know how to feel emotion and love and things like that, and so like she doesn't know when he's being genuine and when he's not, because he talks the same way to everybody. Like he goes out of his way to spend time with her and their children, because they both have a child with different partners, but they've each adopted each other's kids because he wants her. And
I like that.
That's cute.
And so she has this, he's going to leave me because he's been a playboy forever attitude. And he's like, I'm never letting her go. She doesn't believe me. What do I do? So that's what they're kind of working through, because usually he was the kind of playboy that would use them until he was bored and then send them away. And his family is epic levels of toxic. And so he has a hard time trusting in general. Like this is the only woman he's ever genuinely trusted or felt things for. And so he doesn't know how to articulate that or how to express that to her. And so she, because he's so different from the man she was married to, it's just really interesting. So even though there's not been as much banging, it's been interesting still. So
that sounds like miscommunication that actually has purpose, that they have to like work on building the communication between the two of them, not just like a very simple 2-word sentence would resolve everything.
Exactly. Yeah. It's complicated and messy. So the way that they are communicating, but they're not speaking the same way where each other understands it. So they're saying the words, but not with the inflection and intent that the other person needs. Like they don't know how to do that together. And so it's been interesting because it's not that they're not saying the words, because they are, but the trust between them and what they're saying is hard.
Yeah.
Mostly on she can't trust what he's saying because of the lack of emotion and depth and things.
Yeah.
So it's intriguing.
I need to read more Feeham at some point.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you read her more recent stuff, like it's totally worth it. Like the most recent book in this series was on my best books of 2020 list.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. It used Shibari bondage as an element, and it actually helped her with a skin sensitivity issue she had. So she actually was able to relax enough to enjoy it and actually feel pleasure. So it was really interesting the way that it was used. But yes, if you want Feehan recommendations, I know which ones to avoid. So ask me.
Always.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap it there. I mean, we've been sprinting for a little over 2 hours. It's almost 11 o'clock on for our East Coasters, so we should probably end things. So thanks to everybody for joining us for sprints. We hope you got a lot read as well. And if you're participating in Love in the Night, we hope you're enjoying yourselves because I sure am. Once I DNF'd the book that wasn't working for me, it's been great.
Good.
Nice.
I mean, that's all you need sometimes.
Yep. So I've read 4 titles, one of them being a manga and one being a really, really short book. And I'm not including the DNF in that total either. So
You're doing good. I'm on 2 now. Probably, but maybe I might finish. Probably not a whole one tonight, but
right.
I'll finish one tomorrow morning for sure.
Yeah. I've done 2 novels and 2 short stories, but I started earlier than you guys did.
True.
I say you're ahead of the game right now, aren't you?
Laura's like,
And I'll be finished before.
Laura's like, I am going to be done with 1 book tomorrow.
I'm halfway
this
through
is
2 books.
you got this.
I mean, I read 1 full length, like an audio, in a day and a half, and then I
the
just read
audio
into
that I
Bella.
finished, I had technically started it Thursday.
It doesn't
so I only
count.
read a little bit of it on Friday. It still counts.
It does
I
count.
know. I'm just kidding.
No, it doesn't count. No, we're gonna
this is my
gatekeep this readathon.
That's right. Submit your
This is
points
my last
to me.
hurrah
I need
before work.
documentation.
Most of it was read on Friday, which is why I'm counting it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Steph, you gotta enjoy the time.
yes.
Yeah. Who knows what I'm going to read tomorrow? I'll probably be too exhausted.
It'll be fine. You got this. It's gonna be fine.
Monday
saving
I
all my
won't get
short books
much
for tomorrow.
read, so it'll be fine. Everybody will balance out because
Yeah.
I have my first day of work at my new job on Monday. So
Yay!
all right, everybody have a good night. Come join us on the live show next week on my channel, probably roughly the same time.
Sounds
But
good.
we'll just kind
Sounds
of
good.
discuss lots of things and
Mhm.
it'll just
Yeah.
be fun. We didn't do a group book, so it'll just be fun chat.
I'll recap all the weird
Awesome.
monster books I read this week.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sounds good.
Because we know there's more. I'm already reading a Medusa book next, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yes.
And you just need to send me your list, Izzy. I'll read them.
Exactly. Good night, guys.
Bye.
See you later.